Hello all and welcome, and I'm the MGTOW philosopher, and here we go again with more liberal nonsense, the retarded media reporting on non-stories while real news goes more or less unexplored. And in The Sun, originally published in The Sun, a story about a sex doll brothel, and the title being The Johns Are Getting Too Weird. So the story isn't entitled Brothel that caters to men, only uses sex dolls, not real women. So it had to focus on the inference that Johns are weird for wanting sex dolls. Interesting. So look at these chicks. First of all, the first thing I notice is they're all perfect. They look better than any real chick would. The one on the left, very nice. Nice ass on the one on the right. They're both very attractive. 9s and 10s. Wouldn't you want them? Yeah. So, of course, they have to go because they not only can compete, but they can beat real women. And we all know, of course, that women control everything nowadays. Let's see what this story has to say, shall we? Barcelona, of course, Spain is another cucked country with a bunch of simp, pussy boy, white knight manginas being led around by their noses by women, feminists, all a bunch of wimps. This Barcelona brothel replaced women. So they got rid of the real women. So this place, they were perfectly fine with this place operating when it had whores in it. So let me get this straight. So the authorities have no problem with real life women supposedly being used and abused, objectified, and taken advantage of. But you replace them with just pieces of silicone or whatever this stuff's made out of, and suddenly there's a problem. What? Wait a second. Aren't the feminists talking about how whores are evil? This is what I hear anyway. Prostitution is so bad because it objectifies women and is a form of sexual slavery and such. The Barcelona brothel replaced women with busty sex dolls to allow clients to act out their wildest fantasies. Call them busty. Is that because the real women that you had were not busty, or they were fat, ugly slobs, and these are actually preferable? Because the owners of the place get to keep all the money? Oh, is that it? So feminists essentially bitch and moan about how evil prostitution is, but they don't do anything about it. But then these prostitutes get thrown out of work, and it's like, oh, now they're not making money. Oh, you stole jobs from women. Wait a second. I thought you were against prostitution. Oh, no. What you're really against is men walking away from women and having the option to bang a doll instead of have their asses raped by a woman. I see. To allow clients to act out their wildest fantasies, things they would never try with a real person. So what? So who cares what they're doing in privacy of their own home? I don't see anybody complaining about what women do with dildos, shoving them up their asses and then putting them in their mouth. Ew, that's so disgusting. I ass fucked myself with a dildo in it. I sucked on it, and I masturbated while I sucked on that dildo, and I got off so hard because it was just so dirty and taboo. What? Why anybody freaking out about that and invading her home and confiscating all her dildos? Huh? Luma Dolls, which operates at a secret location in the Spanish city, opened earlier this year claiming to be the world's first sex doll brothel. No, it's not the first one, actually. There have been others, but they've been raided by the cops. Customers can choose from 4 hyper-realistic working girls who have been crafted from thermoplastic elastomer. Is that just a fancy word for silicone, or is this a new material? Because I thought these dolls were all made out of silicone. Anyway, the seedy venue has been dogged by controversy from the... Seedy? What? I hate the media! So you automatically have to insert your bias by using negative adjectives. So in your opinion, it's seedy. I thought this was just a story. I didn't think this was an editorial or an op-ed piece where you get to insert your own opinions. Can't you just tell the news without any bias or your own opinions? Oh, of course not, because you're really there to brainwash people. I see. Owner Sergey Prieto admitted he was forced to turn away some sick individuals who wanted to act out a rape fantasy. Who gives a... By the way, you shouldn't be turning away anybody, okay? Better he acts out his rape fantasy on a doll than a person. Local residents kicked up a storm, and the facility faced a number of complaints. Local residents who had no problem when it was real prostitutes. Cops raided the premises. Hilarious! So, when there were real women in there being used and abused and taken advantage of, no, it's fine. But they replaced them with sex dolls, and it gets raided by the police. Oh, by the has gone insane, people. Now you can arrest people for banging plastic. So I can go out and get a big chunk of cheese and drill a hole in it and bang that. Or I get a big piece of silicone and cut a slit down the middle and bang that. And so that's now illegal. Because it's a representation of a woman's vagina. And we cannot have a representation of a woman's vagina pleasuring man outside of the female body. Why would they raid the premises? I don't get it. What's the point? Oh, that's right. We have to protect women. Oh, no. We have to protect women's monopoly on the ability to enslave men, to get them to pussy worship. Because if you can replace that pussy with another pussy, a fake pussy, well, then those women do not have a tool. They do not have a lure to get you to sign up for that bad business deal. Near the tourist hotspot, Las Ramblas. But they found the owner had closed the... I love it. He closed up shop and got the hell out of there. Good for him. However, Lumadolls is still booming. It's just become more secretive. Thank God. They had to get out of Europe, by the way, but where are they going to go? I mean, this kind of Gestapo bullshit is pretty much everywhere. Now, when customers pay online, they learn the new whereabouts of the secret doll-filled brothel. Doll-filled? There's 4! We talking about doll-filled. Now you're trying to make it sound like it's even some kind of more seedy experience that is dehumanizing to the female condition. There's a doll-filled brothel. It's like there's hundreds of them hanging from the rafters. Come on, it's 4, you scumbags. Dishonors representation in the media. Big surprise. Hundreds of plastic-loving fun seekers have flocked to Barcelona to live out their most unusual desires. Just buy one. $2,000. I mean, come on. I'm not going to pay $250 for a fucking hour with this doll when I could buy it. Wait. To live out their most unusual desires. Who says they're living out their most unusual desires? More inference from the media. Most of them are just going there for straight meat and potato sex. Prieto said customers come to seek new sexual experiences, new ways of living sex. Like us, they believe that this is the beginning of the sex of the future. Yep. Metro reports that customers who don't want to leave their own location can pay $275 for a home visit. This is great. Whoever's doing this is brilliant. On-premises sessions are around $90 for 30 minutes or up to $210 for 2 hours. Shit, I should get into this business. I could afford to buy a whole bunch of these dolls, maybe. I could. Maybe if I bought like 3 or 4 and like they give me a discount, maybe I could turn my basement into a brothel. Oh boy! But of course, the cops would show up and they would arrest me for running a brothel, even though there's no women there. Of course they would, because they have to white knight and protect the women. Bunch of pussies. They're all working for women. On premises, oh my God, $210 for 2 hours. That's not a bad deal. It's cheaper than a real woman would be. Customers encouraged to wear condoms and each doll is disinfected. Interesting. With a special antibacterial soap. Okay, so you don't have to worry about germs either way. What goes on in the private rooms, which feature plasma TVs and adult films, remains private. So what do you care if they're living out rape fantasies then? Oh, wow. Damn. I just saw the picture of a great ass. I'll show it to you in a second here. Visitors can specify how the 4 girls, Katie, Kanda, Lily, and Yoko, are positioned and have 3 fetish looks to choose from: executive, schoolgirl, or fitness woman. Ooh, sounds pretty good. Prieto has plans to expand the business worldwide. I hope so, and I hope he's able to as well, because it seems like the law enforcement of every country, they seem to just make up their own laws as they go along. It's prostitution of some kind. People are paying for sex. Regardless of the fact of whether or not there's actual real live women there, we can hit him with a crime. Prostitution. Wait, doesn't it need a real woman? Oh, no, just paying for the act of sex. Oh, okay, let's just go shut him down. And, of course, a year later and all these fines and all this court time, yeah, he might win, but he'll have lost all his money on legal fees. Talk about abuse of the system by the government to white knight and champion for women to shut down something that is 100% legal, 100% allowable, and in no way a moral hazard to people. Of course, you have the moral authoritarians out there who want to push morality, some bullshit morality, for the real reason of trying to protect their monopoly on power, which is their vaginas. They can't lose that. The Lumadolls store has 54 girls that cater to possibly every day. Wait. I thought that... Oh, okay, wait, what? This article wasn't very clear. Is Lumadolls a doll maker and seller of dolls, or is it a brothel? It seems like this guy both retails dolls for sale and runs a brothel as well. The story, of course, didn't go into enough detail, but it seems to be what it's saying, even though it didn't say. Luna stores 54 girls that catered every possible taste, with prices starting under $2,000. Oh, okay, so this guy both runs a brothel and sells the dolls. I wonder if he produces them as well. I wonder if he's the one making them or if he's just like buying them from a wholesaler. Hard to know, because the writer of this sucks and didn't give us any details and just spent this entire article moralizing and judging the owner of this thing and the people that go to it instead of actually reporting the news and giving us details. But the Association of Sex Professionals has slammed the flourishing business. You mean women! Because 90% of all these idiot psychologists, sex professionals, are women, of course, and this ruins their business. I mean, if you take the dysfunction out of sex, which means having to have sex with women who are fucked up, unstable, crazy bitches who are using sex as a tool to get what they want, then they lose their jobs. I mean, if men are going to have sex with dolls, oh, we can't have that. There's no dysfunction. There's no dysfunction between man and a woman that they have to come to us to solve. We're going to lose a lot of money. We need to slam this, saying sex dolls can never recreate the intimacy provided by humans. Who said? And what if it can't? It just provides a different kind of intimacy. Who says one is better than the other? Oh, you do, because it's self-serving for you to say that. It said the sex affection of a person cannot be provided by a doll. I could say the same thing, that the sex affection provided by a doll cannot be provided by a person. That's a non-point. That's a non-argument. That's just critical theory. You just throw out criticisms and statements without an argument. You leftist scumbags! They do not communicate. So what? We men don't give a shit about communication anyway. They do not listen to you or correct you. What the fuck? Well, I don't give a shit because I'm not talking to some bitch who I'm fucking her anyway. What are you talking about? They don't listen. Good! I'm not talking anyhow. They do not comfort you or look at you. Well, this is a woman's point of view. More leftist bullshit where women believe in equality and they believe that men want the same exact things as women. Men and women are the same. So, of course, as a woman, she wants to be caressed and talked to and communicated with, so she assumes that a man wants that too. So you know the idiots that are saying this Association of Sex Professionals, is all women. They're worried about their jobs. They're worried about losing money because without the dysfunction between men and women, live men and women, they don't have a job. And let's see that nice ass, shall we? Ooh, baby. Look at that thing on the right. That is some nice freaking ass. I'm going to tell you what. That's hot. You're going to tell me that doesn't beat a real woman? I get that same ass and the same feeling, but I don't have to deal with her nagging ass. I don't have to deal with her cellulite, or even if she does have an ass that's that hot and she's real, I don't have to deal with her bullshit. Are you telling me there's some kind of parody? No, this ass beats a real ass any day because of all the baggage I don't have to deal with. Let me know what you think. Does that really, really hot ass there on the right beat the ass of a real woman who's going to nag you to death? Who's going to expect free shit from you just because she's got an ass? Let me know in the comments section. And please like, subscribe, and donate to my Patreon. Because, of course, YouTube has demonetized all my videos, or they're demonetizing most of them. Any that say feminism is evil or feminism is bad or anything like that. Which is, of course, most of my videos. So I'm the MGTOW philosopher, and I wish you a good day. Take care.